Hey, Luke, what was your message in the locker room after the game?
Um, that it's not easy. It's not easy, but we're gonna fight our way through it.
Is there anything that you noticed with the lineups, like guys playing hard but just not able to find cohesion? And it's obviously been an issue as you've got guys in and out, but how do you try to get through that and get back to what you were doing?
Well, I think again the biggest difference right now in the past week or so, whatever, 2 weeks, has been our defense. And tonight, I believe when I go home and watch that tape, I'm going to look at a lot of open shots and good shots that we missed. And guys playing the right way and playing with energy and competing the way that we've done most of the year. Um, but at least it felt like it, we let the fact that we missed shots early in the game impact our energy. And it slowly felt like we started to lose that, and then we got more concerned with the offensive end and the defensive end. And then they came out and scored 63 in the first half on us, which is, early in the year, if we had off shooting nights like we've had a lot of, we were still right in ball games because we were defending our tails off. And the biggest thing that we need to get back to is playing defense like that. And in the third quarter, I thought we did a great job, those guys that were out there, and making them miss. But then we couldn't. We were getting killed on the glass, and they were throwing it back out to three-point shooters. But the defense we are going to get back to. And as much as we're trying to get lineups together and get guys, experience and find groups that are working, we're gonna get back to being a good defensive team no matter what it takes.
Luke, the biggest disparity was 24-9 in their advantage, both in points off turnovers and in fast break points. Do those two metrics tell you anything about the way this game went?
Well, they're number one in the league every year in turnover and not turning the ball over. The fast break thing is, we're a much more consistent fast break team than they are. I think some of it happened from our guys, again, trying. This NBA games are long. Even if you get down 20, you have time to get back. It just has to be more methodical and consistent. So I think we came out and played really well in that second half, and to start it at least with the energy. But because we were pressing so hard, a lot of times we were going for steals or we were crashing the offensive glass with too many people instead of doing our traditional get back. With at least two, if not three people for transition defense. And then in the first half, once the energy started dropping, I thought we stopped making the extra pass, and they started picking up on it. I mean, every time someone got in the paint, Kemba was in there reaching in and getting steals, and they got some crafty vets on that team that I think they saw what was going on and they took advantage of the situation.
You mentioned the sort of need to kind of find lineups and combinations that are working. Do you feel like there was anything that you did tonight that was going in the right direction, combinations or lineups that were clicking a little bit more?
Yeah, and I'll have a better answer for you tomorrow after the film. But there was some groups I thought were playing really well. We weren't making our shots at the end of possessions, and that's something I'll be able to kind of break down, more specifically as far as who was in during those times tonight. But it was really nice having Zoe back. I mean, I think we saw, even though obviously we didn't win the game, just what he brings to the group. Bi was really darn good tonight. So we'll take some positives from it, and we will continue to work our tails off, and we will continue to commit to playing much better defense until we get this thing turned around.
You mentioned that you had to get back to being a good defensive team, but this has been slipping for about a month now. What specific changes do you feel like the team needs to make to get back to defending better?
Well, I think it'll help that we got. I think it'll help that we got some bodies back now. I think that right now is more of one of those times where it's a mental challenge than anything else, because people are tired. We're playing guys big minutes. We're asking lots of, we're asking a lot of some very young players, and then we're asking a lot of some vets. I mean, you look at Corey Brewer. He didn't play all night tonight, but boy, what a professional! He gets in the fourth quarter, and up until the very last play, he's trying to steal the inbounds pass. And that's because Corey's been around and he knows, and he competes like that. Andrew Bogut the same way. And there's some vets we ask a lot of, as far as, hey, we understand how this league normally works, but this is the roles we're looking for. As far as getting back to where we were, I think it's mentally fighting through the fatigue and the losing that we have going on right now.